Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Ask Julie Ryan Show. I'm Julie, your host, and I'm so delighted you could join us this week. My intention in doing this show is to provide information, insight, and comfort to people all over the world by helping to answer life's unanswerable questions. And we've got a ton of callers on hold. And so we'll go to the phones. A little bit of an update from Sweet Home, Alabama. I was telling everybody as we were getting set up, I'm hosting a bridal shower on Sundays. So I'm in prep mode, and I will put some videos on all my social media channels at Ask Julie Ryan. So you'll see me arranging flowers and, probably ironing tablecloths and stuff like that. So join in the fun. This is a friend of Jonathan's. Our son Jonathan is getting married, and Jonathan's in the wedding in June. So his mom asked if I would host it at my house, and I said, sure. So here we go. Hope you're having a good week. Let's go right to the phones. And our first caller is Helena. Hi, Helena.
Hello, Julie.
Hi, girl. This is Helena Grant, everybody. And she has a big summit coming up that I wanted all of you to know about. So, Helena, please tell everybody about you, about the summit, about how they can sign up and how they can find out more information.
Well, first of all, Julie, I want to thank you for having me on your show this evening. What a special treat, and what an honor and delight to have you as one of the featured speakers in this upcoming global virtual summit called Divine Instruments, Attaining Sovereignty Through Transcendence. I have brought together just incredible wisdom keepers, teachers, healers from all over the world, and to have you, Julie, as one of them is really just such a great thrill of my life. So thank you for being one of the contributors to this incredible event.
Oh, my honor. Thanks for asking.
So I am a transformational life coach. I am certified in a somatic shadow integration process called existential kink. I am also a 200-hour registered yoga teacher. I am an intuitive healer, a writer, an athlete, a nature lover. I specialize in dream work with my clients, really uniting the unconscious and the conscious mind so that we can live with just joy as the baseline in whatever format that might take. I do work with a lot of entrepreneurs. I really love the concept that as entrepreneurs, we are healers, that we want to really take a need in the world and deliver our gifts through the vehicle of our businesses. And the way that our modern world is structured now, we have so many tools available to us to explore, develop, and again, deliver our gifts. So I love to put together these summits. I'm also a mother. I have a daughter named Belle. She's 6.5. And I have a little baby boy on the way due in September. So I just have a lot of creation going on, both in terms of my work in the world and as well as, moving into motherhood a second time around.
That's right. Well, tell everybody what they can hope to gain by joining this summit. And does it cost anything? Is it free? How do they sign up? All that.
This summit is absolutely free. I love the format of creating these events and just really giving to the world this incredible collection of inspiration and insight delivered through various backgrounds of the speakers, various modalities. We really cover a lot of ground, but overall the intention of the summit is to give people more connection to their inner divinity, this concept that we have God within us who speaks to us through so many ways, through the extraordinary intelligence of our physical bodies. It is a spirit that can move through us and express through us in just incredible ways. So that connection to inner divinity, clarity of purpose. I think when people are existing in the world, when they feel really clear on their purpose, it can just give us so much structure and so much space to really feel free and very engaged in our experience. And again, what we are bringing to the world in terms of our gifts. And then, of course, through that connection to inner divinity, the clarity of purpose, that results in confidence, that ability to really, truly trust ourselves on every level and really just relax. And not just relax in terms of doing nothing, because we are called to a very large purpose, and again, to show up and deliver ourselves, but just relax and change your life so that you can change your perspective, you can really act on your inspiration, and you can just really be a whole person. So all of these speakers are going to be contributing to that sort of result through this totally free summit. It runs from May 24th through the 28th. And you can sign up at divineinstrumentsglobalevent.com. Totally free registration. And you'll just be, everything, all the content is delivered by email during the actual week of the event.
I hear that question a lot, Helena, about what's my purpose? I heard it 3 times today from different clients. What do you think my purpose is? Or what should I be doing? And I always say there is no should. It's if it's interesting and it's fun and you're enjoying it, you know you're in alignment and you know that you're fulfilling your purpose. And do you think that everybody has a purpose? Everybody that's ever born, does everybody have a purpose?
Everybody has a purpose. And it's so interesting because to me, the concept of your purpose has a lot to do with your soul's calling. It has a lot to do with the way that your intuition is showing up to help guide you. It connects very deeply to what you enjoyed as a child. It also connects incredibly deeply to what is very easy for you. And when you feel the most inspired, in flow. And it's so funny to me because I think, again, in our modern world, we have this concept that to do well in the world, we have to work hard. But my message is that we actually need to be looking for what comes easily to us, what lights us up, what inspires us. And that's where we can actually find our purpose. And also a lot of it has to do with connecting with other people, collaborating with other people. And again, we're all healers as humans. We're here to heal ourselves. We're here to heal those around us. And by really pursuing that concept of healing, that's how we heal the world.
I agree. I think that we're all taught that we're supposed to effort and struggle and life is supposed to be a slog, or it's just you're not doing something right. And I think those of us that have lived long enough, I'm way older than you are, but I've lived long enough to know if it's not fun and interesting, I'm not going to do it. Now, within reason, I have to pay the electric bill. I have to do stuff like that. I have to, I have to do laundry and go to the grocery store and stuff like that.
It's fun to
but
have
I make it fun,
and it's fun to have clean laundry. So there's
exactly,
some effort and maybe some resistance
exactly
on the front end. Yeah.
So I'll do what I can to
definitely
make it fun. Like I'll put on some really good music and, be rocking out while I'm paying bills or doing something like that. So much of it's automated now. You can sign up for the automated billing. So that makes it easier. But we all have to do stuff that we don't want to do. But I mean, as far as what we do for a living and all of that, I think so many people really don't enjoy their jobs and would love to do something else. But it's just walking through the fear to try something else. And I think most of us have been taught that we're supposed to control our emotions, when in reality, what we need to do is control our thoughts, because our thoughts create our reality.
100%. And of course, as we start to control our thoughts, we can also apply the concept of, what can I do to make this fun? I need to do this. I need to pay the electric bill. I need to do the laundry. But what can I do to approach this in a way that's sort of fun and easeful? If that's, a reward on the other end, or making sort of a game of it. And that's when we can really start to feel so much more in connection with who we really are. And then also like following that purpose, really tuning into the intuition, and that higher intelligence that is so much a part of all of our being.
Well, and I think to your point with the intuition, we've all had circumstances. I mean, certainly what I do for a living now with the Ask Julie Ryan stuff, I never in a million years thought I'd be doing this. I mean, no way. And so here I am. And I think all of us can relate to some aspects of our lives, whether we've moved somewhere or we've tried a new job or we've ended up with a partner that is from some place that, like, if somebody would have told me I would be living in Alabama and love it, I'd say, what are you smoking? I'm not living in Alabama. Are you crazy? And here I am, and I love it. So I think all of us can relate to that we've had some things, probably multiple things, perhaps many things happen in our lives where we've been led to something and then we end up there and we're really glad we arrived. So tell everybody the website one more time.
Yes, it's www.divineinstrumentsglobalevent.com. Totally free registration and great information about all the speakers.
Terrific. And we're going to post that. We've already got it on my social media at Ask Julie Ryan, and I hope you guys all enjoy it. Helena, thanks so much for joining us. We are going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Ask Julie Ryan Show. Welcome back to the Ask Julie Ryan Show. Let's go to the phones, and our next caller is Ming. Hi, Ming.
Hello, Julie.
How are you, girl?
Hello.
Hi.
I'm good. How are you, Julie?
I'm wonderful. Thanks. Please tell everybody where you're located.
We live in Charlottesville, Pennsylvania.
Oh, terrific. All right. How are things there? Springtime has sprung, right?
Oh, yeah. The weather is getting nicer and the flowers blooming. Everything is getting better.
Good. Yeah, I know. It always comes back around, even if you think it's never going to arrive. So, well, thanks for calling in this evening. Do you have a question for me?
Yeah, sure. I have one simple question, but before that, first of all, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for doing such a nice thing for this world. I really appreciate that.
Oh, you sweet thing.
To your show. Yeah, listen to your shows and see you saved so many people's lives and give people the hope. I really appreciate that.
Oh, thank you. It's spirit working through me and with me. So it's such an honor, and I get to meet people like you from all over, which is really fun too.
It's such an honor. Thank you for taking my call, and it's such an honor talking to you. I will make it faster so you can help more people.
Okay.
My question is, me and Mark, we have been trying to conceive for a while.
Okay.
But and we got both of us checked from the specialist, and now neither of us have any problems. Everything's good. It just haven't happened. So we'd like you to help us to see what's going on, and if you can connect with our future baby and see what we need.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
So fun. All right, Ming, here comes my laser beam from Sweet Home, Alabama, heading up to you in Pennsylvania. What that means is I raise my vibrational level to the level of spirit, because we're all spirits attached to a body having a human experience. And when we're attached to a body, we vibrate more slowly simply because the body has mass. So I close my eyes and I watch a laser beam go directionally. In this case, it stays in the U.S. Sometimes it goes overseas, goes like far distances. Yeah. It's a riot. And then I'm going to connect into you, Ming, and then I'm going to have a hologram of you in my mind's eye. And it's going to be as if I'm looking at an X-ray or a CT scan or an MRI. And I'm going to look for babies first. So we'll do that, and then I'll check your girly parts. How about that? We'll see what's going on. All right. So here we go. Here comes my laser beam. All right. Got you. Shooting energy through. All right. So you have 3 baby spirits above your right shoulder, and they look like an orb. Have you ever seen an orb in a photograph? It looks like a little little bubble almost. And a lot of people will say, well, the light must have been messed up, or there was a speck of dust or something. No, that's a spirit. Whenever you see that in a photograph, usually it's family photographs. And so you're not having triplets from what I can see, Ming, but they're spaced out and they look like jets coming into an airport at night, and they have their landing lights on and they're stacked out in the distance waiting for clearance, to come in to land. So one is not very far away. And babies, spirits attached to the mom's energy field long before they're ever conceived, which is kind of fun. So it's just one of those things where we just wait for them to come in, because we all decide when we're born, where we're born, to whom we're born, so that our lives can have a basic trajectory of what it is we want to experience and explore. So,
you're saying that, I kind of feel my right shoulder is a little heavier now.
Yeah, really. Exactly. So let me look at your girly parts and let's see what's going on with those. So I'm going in, I'm looking at your ovaries. Your ovaries are, I'm in the left ovary first. Eggs in the ovaries, human eggs look like they look like blonde caviar to me, which is hilarious. And you've got lots of them on the left. How young are you, Ming?
I'm 43.
Okay. All right. So you've got lots of them. So you're good on that. And then let me look at the right side and see what's going on in that ovary. Yeah, you've got some in there. You got a few of them in there that are dark. And those are not viable eggs, but you got plenty of viable eggs in there. And then I'm going to run your fallopian tubes. So let's go down the right one. So I'm coming in at the end, going down. The little, I think they're called villi. They're like little fingers at the end of the tube. I'm going to put a little stem cell energy on those and grow them out a little bit. They look a little short. And those are the little, they're like little fingers that catch the egg when you ovulate. Yeah. So, stem cell energy is a light amber colored gel. It has sparkles in it and it has a watery consistency. And so sparkles, of course, cause woo-woo, you gotta have sparkles with woo-woo. And so what I've done is I put some on the end of those little, I think they're called villi. And then there's a vortex that's spinning above them. And that's gonna generate longer little villi to catch those eggs. All right, that's on the right side. Coming down the tube. The tube's clear. All right, I'm coming back up for the left tube. That's cleared too. Same thing. Extending those villi on the left side. Little stem cell energy, little vortex spinning above them. Stem cell energy is the coolest stuff, Ming, because it'll regenerate any body part we need. I have watched it regenerate whole organs before and had them show up on scans like kidneys and livers and stuff. And I've had doctors call me and say, okay, what are you doing with my patient? How's this stuff work? And so I explained to them that the cool thing about stem cell energy is that what our bodies do every day when we make new cells is they centrifuge. So I think you look great. I think you're going to have babies, and you're going to probably have multiple babies, and it's going to be soon. So keep us posted. Let us know. Thanks for calling in. Stay with us, everybody. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to the Ask Julie Ryan Show. Welcome back, everybody. Let's go back to the phones and see who's next. I believe it's Neil. Hi, Neil.
Hi, Julie.
How are you, sir?
Yeah, good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Please tell everybody where you're located.
I'm calling from Toronto in Canada.
Toronto. How are things up there?
Not so warm. It's supposed to be warm in springtime, but it's not.
Yeah. Like cold or just not?
No, not really. But, it's something like between 4 to 8. We're expecting higher temperatures, but still in the lower temperatures, 4 to 8.
All right, I'll send some warm weather up from Sweet Home Alabama to you. Here it comes. Did you get it yet? Maybe it'll be there by tomorrow. Well, good. Well, you got a question for me?
Yes, I'm calling about my brother.
Yes.
Who's in the Philippines.
Okay.
His name is Nilo, and if there was anyone in the family who shouldn't get COVID, he's the one who's sick of. He's got a lot of problems health-wise: high blood, diabetes, prostate, and perennial cough, and all sorts of things. My sister says that he seems to have inherited all the individual diseases of family members.
Jeez.
Accumulated all of them. In a way, he was the most careful one, but he's the one who tested positive for COVID-19 a few days ago. He doesn't have many symptoms. In fact, his symptoms are quite light. Sore throat, and then I think he had some cough and some phlegm. So I'm not sure whether it's actually how do you call that, false positive test, or he actually has it. So I was wondering if he's got it, then to try and help for it not to degenerate into something worse, as he's got all these other underlying, if you like.
Sure. Sure. Okay. All right. Yeah. Spell his name for me, Neil.
It's Nilo.
Nilo. Okay. Yeah. Neil and Nilo. Those are pretty close. Yeah. All right. Okay. And I know your name's Neil, but everybody calls you Neil, right? Yeah. Right. I can tell. I must be psychic or something. I don't know. All right. Here we go. I'm going to connect to you, Neil, and from you to Nilo over in the Philippines. So here we go. Boy, this is going to be a long laser beam. It's heading from Alabama, heading north to you in Toronto. Okay, now it's ricocheting back southwest, really far southwest, and I'm watching it go across the Pacific into the Philippines. And, okay, got him. So, Nilo, I'm talking to your brother. Is it okay if I scan you? He said, yes. Good job. Did you set that up? Did you talk to him about this? Good. All right. So, I do get that he does have COVID. And what I'm doing is I am forcing it out of the top of his head. So imagine I've got a metal plate underneath his feet, and it's going right through his holographic body, and it's pushing all of that virus out of him. Viruses, Neil, look to me like really thin, watery beef broth. Bacterial infections have kind of a hot pink color, like a fuchsia color. And so I'm making 3 passes. I'm on the second pass now. Like, did you ever play with Play-Doh as a kid? And you'd put the Play-Doh in the little thing that formed different shapes, and you could push it out the other end, and then it would come out like as a tube of stars or something. And then you'd cut them. That's kind of what it looks like. So one more pass going in. Be sure that he's on vitamin C, lots of vitamin C. I would say probably 1,000 milligrams of ester C, or a buffered vitamin C, and 50 milligrams of zinc, Neil, 3 times a day. And be sure.
How many milligrams did you say?
1,000 of C.
Vitamin C.
And then 50 of zinc. The zinc really ramps up the C. And then be sure he's on 8 to 10,000 IUs of D3.
Wait.
Okay, the D is really the key with the COVID, because the articles I'm reading, every article I've read about how to prevent it is that people that end up in the hospital are deficient in D. D as in David. He shouldn't be deficient living in the Philippines because he gets a lot of sunlight. You would be the one I would be worried about in Toronto.
Right.
Okay. So you be sure that you're on that too. But I think that's really interesting. And it's something easy that we can all do is 8,000 to 10,000 international units of D3. And everybody wants to take that along with C and zinc. C and zinc are my standbys. Those just cure everything. So that would be what I would recommend. He's going to be just fine.
So zinc is 50 once a day.
What's that? I'm sorry?
The zinc, is that 50 milligrams you said once a day?
No, with the C. So you want to take 1,000 of C and 50 of zinc 3 times a day. And then the D3 once a day, 8,000 to 10,000 I use.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So good luck to him. I think he's going to be just fine. Tell him to stay outside too, because the virus doesn't live outside. So you want to tell him to get in the sun, pretend he's a potted plant. Tell him to sit in the sun, and that's going to help heal him too. Okay. Because that'll help synthesize the D. All right. Okay. Thanks, Neil. I hope you catch some of that Alabama sunshine I sent to you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Neil. Take care. Bye-bye. Okay. Let's go to Margie next. Hi, Margie.
Hi.
How are you?
Just fine.
Wonderful.
How about you?
I'm terrific.
Good.
Thanks. Where are you located?
I'm from Indiana.
Okay. Who's your state? Who's your girl?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Transplant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got a question for me?
Arizona. Yes, I do.
Okay.
I am thinking of being a guardian for a puppy, and I don't know if you know exactly what that means.
Why don't you tell us?
Okay. What I'm going to do is take a dog that a breeder has chosen out of a litter, and I will take care of it. And then when she breeds it, it will go back to her house to have the puppies, and come back to my house. And I was pretty sure I wanted to do it. And then my daughter's in-laws, who have had dogs before, they were talking about it and told me all this stuff that I didn't know. So I'm trying to decide, should I, or should I just stay on the list and just get a regular dog and not worry about being a guardian?
Well, so guardian of a puppy kind of sounds like a foster mom, right? A foster, person for a dog.
Then after the dog's retired, then you keep the dog.
Okay. Well, so what?
It goes through heat and all this kind of stuff, and I've never done that. Mm-hmm. I've never had a dog before. I mean, it's been a long time, I guess I should say. And so I thought, well, that would be neat. And then, they started telling me stuff that, I thought, well. So I thought, well, I'll call you and see what they tell you.
So let's ask the spirits and beyond. Is it in Margie? What kind of dog is it? Like a Great Dane or something? Or is it?
It's a cockapoo.
Okay, so it's a foo-foo dog. Okay. So it's not like a Great Dane or a St. Bernard or something like that.
No, oh gosh, no. They'd be dragging me around.
Yeah, really. All right. So is it in Margie's best interest to be a foster mom or a guardian for a cockapoo puppy that's going to be bred? I'm getting a yes on that. Is it in Margie's best interest to just get a dog from the litter instead of housing the dog that's being bred? I get a yes on that too. I think you're good either way. I think you're golden either way.
Okay. Well,
So will it be easier for Margie to have a dog that's already fixed, already spayed? Yes. Will you bond the same with a foster dog and also with a dog that just stays at your house? Yes. Really, I think it's just make a list, that pros and cons list, get a piece of paper, draw a line down the center, put pros, cons, write them down. You're going to get your answer on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you going to get paid for that from the breeder?
No, what they do is, which I didn't know when I was thinking about doing it, is she told me that she just gives you the dog.
Oh, okay. So you get the dog for free.
You get to keep the dog afterwards. But my daughter was finding out stuff online about her, about being evicted, and a bunch of other things.
Oh, geez. Well, let us know what you decide. Everybody, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll get more people on and see what their questions are. You're listening to the Ask Julie Ryan Show, so stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Let's go to the phones. And our next caller is Lisa. Hi, Lisa.
Hey, Julie. How are you doing?
How are you? I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing well. We wanted to call in. I've got my mom here with us, and she's been sick and not feeling well for a while.
Oh.
And she's been reading your book, Julie. She's reading your book. She's loved it. It has been awesome for her.
Wonderful.
She was asking if you could please scan her.
Sure. Can you get me off speaker, Lisa, please?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes.
That's all right. Then we won't get the feedback with that. That's great. Please tell everybody also where you're located.
I am right outside of Birmingham, Alabama. Not far from Julie.
Sweet home, baby. There you go.
That's right.
Okay.
Beautiful weather this weekend. Yay.
Yes. Yeah, that'll be good for my party. All right. So tell me what's going on with your mom. First of all, what's her name, Lisa?
Okay. Her name is Mary.
Okay.
And she, the doctors have said that she's in heart failure, that she has that less than 20% of her heart is functioning. And she's just in an immense amount of pain. She's hurting really bad, and we can't get the pain under control, and we don't know why. So we were hoping maybe you could.
They don't know where the pain's coming from? They don't know what's causing the pain?
No. Yeah, so we're scheduled for a lot of tests and everything, but they haven't given us anything, and she's just miserable. And I've tried everything. We're doing ice pack heating pads, we're elevating feet, we're giving the medicine, we're doing everything we can, and she's just hurting real bad. She's tired. She's real tired.
Yeah. Okay. Hurting all over her body, or in her legs and her feet, or just all over?
Pretty much all over, but the biggest thing that she complains about is her legs.
Okay.
Her legs and feet.
All right. So it's probably vascular is what's going on if she's in heart failure. That heart's just not pumping the blood, and then it hurts. Okay. So here we go. Comes my laser beam from the other side of town, most likely, heading to catch you. Okay, got you. Got your mom. All right, shooting energy from her feet up through the top of her head. Okay, first of all, let's give her heart a tune-up. So there's a spiral of energy that's spinning on top of her heart, and it's gonna regenerate her heart. And then what I'm doing is I'm going to run her vascular system, Lisa, and we're going to go out from her heart. And so I'm roto-rootering her vascular system. And when I say it's spirit working through me and with me.
Right.
And so
Absolutely.
It's, imagine a little corkscrew that's inside her arteries and her vascular system, and it's cleaning out the crud that's in there. How young is your mom, Lisa?
She's 64.
Oh, she's young.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Yeah,
She
just
is.
a couple years older than I am. Holy Moses. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So
she's
got
She's
that.
had a lot of problems. So yeah.
Oh, all right. So I'm in her femoral arteries right now, right side, going down the right leg, cleaning that out, irrigating it, putting some stem cell energy in there. There's a vortex spinning above her right knee. That's going to regenerate her femoral artery going down to the left side. That's what's going on. That's why her legs hurt so much, because she's compromised from a vascular standpoint. So same thing, tunneling through, irrigating, morcellating, like chopping up the crud that's in there, and then irrigating it out, pouring stem cell energy in there. That's a light amber colored gel again. It's got sparkles in it because it's woo-woo, and it has a watery consistency.
We love sparkles, don't we?
Yeah, that's right. But she'll know what dippity-doo is because she's my age. So, yeah, dippity-doo. She'll remember that, the hair gel from back when we were kids. So got that vortex spinning above her knee. Okay, coming up from her legs up into her center of her body, her abdominal aorta going up there. I'm checking her carotid arteries in her neck going up to her brain. And then her whole body looks inflamed, Lisa, so I'm putting anti-inflammatory energy on that. Inflammation looks like red fog on body parts. Blue anti-inflammatory energy calms that down. What does she like to eat?
She loves vegetables. I mean, her appetite has really been great. And I've really been leaning more towards like fruits, vegetables, things like that.
Yeah, keep her off.
I told her we were going to get her gut biome test and see how it goes for her, because mine pointed in watermelon and carrots. That's all I eat now, and it's great. So, so I thought about doing that. You think that would be good?
Absolutely. And in the meantime, keep her off anything processed because it causes inflammation.
Okay.
And that's what the buildup in the vascular system is caused by. It's caused by inflammation in the foods that she's eating. So tell her to stay away from sugar, stay away from anything that's processed. Tell her if God made it, eat it. If man made it, then don't avoid it. I always laugh and say, you could show a 3-year-old a Twinkie and an apple and ask them which one God made, and they'll know, that it was the apple. So tell her if God made it, eat it.
If God made it, you eat it. But if he didn't make it, you don't. So, how I told you on the fruit?
Yeah.
So I've been telling her that on the fruit. We got a bowl of fruit. And I'm like, okay, God made that. You eat that.
Yeah. Have her peel the fruit. If she's going to eat fruit, I don't expect her to peel a grape or a blueberry, but certainly an apple.
Right.
She's going to peel an orange anyways, a peach, a pear, a plum, something like that. So she can completely heal from this. The other thing, Lisa, I would absolutely do the gut biome test. Email me, julie@askjulieryan.com. Anybody listening, if you want the gut biome test information, it's a little bit of a discount. I always say it's a gut biome test, which is a fancy name for a poop test, which doesn't sound too glamorous.
Works, so
it does.
Hey, Julie,
it's
Mom
interesting.
wants to say hey, if that's okay.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, there you go.
Hello, Julie.
Hi, Mary. I'm sorry you're feeling punky.
Thank you very much. You're very sweet, and I love reading your book.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so honored that you're reading my book. Thank you. Please share it. Share it with others, and I'd love it if Lisa would help you leave an Amazon review for it. Anybody that's read Angelic Attendants, if you leave an Amazon review, it helps others find this information. And usually it's when somebody's in most need, they've lost a loved one, or they're in the process of losing a loved one, and so it'll help them find the information. So I hope you enjoy it.
Can I have permission for you to scan me?
She's already scanned me.
I already did. Did.
Is that why Lisa rubbed my head?
We gotta let her go so she can go to someone else.
Okay. Thank you,
we're
Julie.
good. We're gonna go.
It.
We're good. We've got another minute to go to break, so talk to me for another minute.
Okay.
Another minute. All right, Julie. Thanks. She loves your book. Like I'm telling you, her sister passed away.
How
long ago? And it's been fabulous. It's been great.
Wonderful.
So thank you so much for everything you do.
You bet. Thanks, Lisa. Hope she feels better. Stay with us, everybody. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to the Ask Julie Ryan Show, and we'll be right back, and we'll get some more callers on. So stay with us. Welcome back, everybody, to the Ask Julie Ryan Show. We do this show every Thursday night at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, and 5 Pacific. The call-in number is 712-775-7035, and the access code is 483-620-pound. Now, this information is available on my website, AskJulieRyan.com, and in the show notes anywhere you download podcasts. And we're also on YouTube and Alexa. So please remember to subscribe and leave a review at ratethispodcast.com/Julie. Again, ratethispodcast.com/Julie, and you'll be entered into a drawing to win a free session with me, valued at $200. And we can talk about whatever you want. If you want to do medical stuff, if you want to do pet stuff, if you want to talk to deceased loved ones, get guidance from spirit guides and angels, tell how close to death somebody is. I mean, we can do it all. Because as you know, I'm a buffet of psychicness, which makes it fun. So we can pick and choose what we do. We post something the day of the show on all of our social media, all of my social media. It's all at Ask Julie Ryan on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. And we'll post, okay, here's the call-in number. Remember, call in tonight if you've got a question. And then when you're on my website, AskJulieRyan.com, be sure to sign up for my weekly newsletter. It's a question somebody submitted online along with my answer. And while you're there, you can also schedule an appointment with me. And I'm booked out a couple of months, so just the key is get on my calendar, and then we can move you around. And the easiest way to get an earlier appointment is in your confirmation email, you'll see a little button that says reschedule. You can click on that, and it will show you dates that open up. I talked to a gal this afternoon who was scheduled for, I think, in August, and she clicked it last night before she went to bed, and one opened up for today. Somebody had rescheduled for today, so she got in this afternoon. She said, wow, this stuff really works. I said, yo, absolutely. That's why I keep saying it. I've had several people do that this week, and people always reschedule. I have multiple ones a week, so it's just, we'll talk whenever we're supposed to talk, but if you want to get in sooner, that's the easiest way to do that. I have 3 spots left for my October class. July is full, just finished April. July is full. October, I've got 3 spots left, and then the next class won't be until January of 2022. That sounds so futuristic. Also, an announcement for next week. I'm going to have Dr. Christiane Northrup on for the fall time. And at the beginning, we'll talk about her revised The Wisdom of Menopause book. And then we'll be taking callers. So if you have any questions about perimenopause or menopause, call in and we'll do your best. I'll do my best to get you on, and you can talk to Dr. Northrup about menopause and perimenopause things. So that'll be really fun when we have her on. Okay, here's our question this week. It's from Mirabai, and she lives in Reno, Nevada. And she says, hi, Julie. I recently lost a baby 2 months into my pregnancy and was wondering if the spirit of my little baby will ever resume its place in my body in the next pregnancy. Thanks, Mirabai. And here's my response. Hi, Mirabai. Great question, one I'm frequently asked. It has been my experience during the several decades of doing this work that your unborn baby spirit is around you, and you can communicate with it anytime you wish. In addition, it's my understanding that although its spirit won't reincarnate into your life this time around, it's highly likely it will in a future lifetime. Your baby's little spirit may be your parent, sibling, friend, colleague, acquaintance, or may even play any one of a number of roles in future lifetimes with you. Hope this answers your question. And baby spirits that are miscarried babies or stillborn babies, oftentimes, most of the time, I will see those little baby spirits when somebody is dying. And they're around. So I think that's interesting. Excuse me. Excuse me. So let's go to the phones, and Kristen is next.
Yay. Hello. Hi.
Hi, I'm getting all choked up. Oh, goodness.
Oh.
Go ahead. You talk for a minute.
Hi.
Tell everybody where you're calling from.
I'm from Chicago. I'm calling from Chicago. And I was hoping you could help me figure out, I've been dealing with a lot of health challenges for the last 15 years.
Oh, my.
And I haven't had a lot of luck figuring any of them out. And I've tried a million things. So
what's going on? What are your symptoms?
Headaches, neck pain, fatigue, a little bit of digestive stuff depending on what I eat, and then just this chronic like sinus pressure pain, like these scabs that form in my nose and they won't heal. Yeah.
Okay. Have you been in a car accident? Have you? Oh, there's Fido.
Dog. No. Hold on. Let me move away.
Have you
from my
been?
dog.
This is just the noisy call here with me coughing and your dog barking. Live radio. You know what are you going to do?
Yeah.
So have you had any surgeries? Have you been on antibiotics? Anything like that, Kristen?
Not much. I mean, I can't even remember the last time I was on antibiotics.
Okay. All right. So let me get you on my radar. Sounds to me like you got some good stuff going on.
Okay.
So here we go. Here comes my laser beam from Sweet Home, Alabama, heading up to you in Chicago. Excuse me. Okay. Got you. Yeah, you're full of yeast.
Oh.
So email me.
Okay.
I'm getting the yeast cleared out. Email me, julie@julieryan.com. I'll send you the gut biome test.
Okay, I actually ordered it already, so I have it.
Perfect. Okay, that will help a lot. It will tell you what the foods are to implement into your diet. It will tell you what foods to avoid and all of that good stuff. In the meantime, stay low on the food chain. You know, like what I was just saying with Lisa and her mom, Mary. What you want to do is if God made it, eat it. If man made it in a factory, do your best to avoid it. Now, you know, nobody's going to do that 100% of the time, but certainly shoot for 80.
Okay.
And then go from there. Peel your fruit. There's tons of yeast on the peel. What else? Stay away from fermented foods, Kristen, because when we have yeast overgrowth, it makes our gut a fermentation factory. And when you eat fermented foods or drink wine, beer, or alcohol, you know, kimchi, sauerkraut, stuff like that, you want to avoid that stuff because it's just like pouring jet fuel on the fire.
Okay.
Freeze leftovers because there's tons of yeast on leftovers in the fridge overnight. Freeze leftovers and reheat them. And a trick that I came up with 20 years ago when I started getting well from yeast was I'll put leftovers in a Ziploc bag. You know, you can put pretty much anything in a Ziploc bag, including soup. I have put soup in a Ziploc bag before. And then lay it flat on a shelf in your fridge, and then when it's frozen, you can stack it upright like files in a file drawer. You will save so much food and so much room in your freezer. My men, when Jonathan lived at home and Tim, I'd say, okay, we'll put this in the freezer. And they put it in a Ziploc bag and it'd just be like this clump. And I'd say, well, that takes up too much room. You got to flatten it out, lay it flat. I had to teach them. You know, they're trainable, but got to teach them. So there's that. And never put a slice of lemon in your water or any other drink because it's full of yeast. On the peel, if you need lemon in your water, never put a slice of lemon in a drink.
Okay.
Because it just is too full of yeast. And think about bars. When you go into a restaurant and you're in a bar, they got lots of fruit sitting out. Well, they peel that. They slice that stuff up early in the morning and it sits out all day for hours. Yeah. So it's nasty and they don't wash it. So you're just drinking a polluted drink. And then you want to get a hold of some nice statin. NYSTATIN, nystatin. And that's an antifungal that'll kill yeast on contact. So you want to get
that? That's like
it's a prescription.
Like, is that a prescription?
Yeah,
okay.
It's a prescription.
I don't have any regular doctors. I only have alternatives, so I'll have to look into that. Okay.
Well, do that. And also another way is there are lots of pharmacies that are online now that have telemedicine doctors.
Oh, really?
And you can get it through them a lot.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So consider that and just say, hey, look, I've got an overgrowth of yeast. I need some nystatin, and see if they'll give it to you for a month. You want to do it for a month, usually 4 tablets a day for a month. And you may feel punky the first couple of days, Kristen, because the yeast are dying off. So they're releasing all their toxins into your body, and, but just hang in there, drink tons of water. And you'll get better with that. Okay. So hopefully that'll help.
Do you think that's what's causing the nose stuff? That's a yeast.
I do.
That can be a yeast thing. Okay.
Yep. I talked to somebody the other day that had the same thing, and she got some fungal cream from her doctor, and she used it, and it cleared it up. But she had she had overgrowth of yeast, which is a fungal infection. Okay. And it was in her nose. But all those symptoms that you're talking about, they're all going to go away when you get your gut healthy, because that's where our immune system is based. And so when we get our gut healthy, then it helps the rest of us be healthy as well. And doctors, a lot of doctors don't know about yeast because they call it the missing diagnosis, because there's so many different symptoms and different body parts. But you think about it, the gut deals with all of them. So, yeah, you'll feel way better. Let us know when you're feeling better.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, you bet.
Okay.
Everybody stay with us. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll take some more callers. You're listening to the Ask Julie Ryan Show, so stay with us. Welcome back, everybody. Let's go to Michelle next. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Julie. Thank you for taking my call. I love you.
You're welcome.
And I love your show and your listeners. Real quick, I just would like to know if your channel, believe it's in my best interest to leave my teaching career and start my own business.
Oh, doing what?
Well, I am a health coach, so I would like to eventually do that, but I need the funds to do it. So I'm thinking of a home-based business. I'm actually going to start it with a friend, and he's pushing me, and I just want to know if it's kind of hard to explain because we're not really sure of our niche yet, but it will be a home-based business, and don't want to say too much, but it will be a home-based business.
Okay. So what are you teaching now?
I have taught everything from kindergarten to adult, and they recently did not give me a promotion, but from a teacher, I'm now a coordinator of ESOL, which is English as a Second Other Language. And I'm not really feeling the job like I thought I was going to. I feel like I'm more like a glorified secretary. Glorified tutor as opposed to really using my abilities as a teacher.
Okay. All right. So where are you located, Michelle?
I'm in Sunrise, Florida.
Okay. All right. And I can tell you're not from there originally because how you said Florida. So
Florida?
Florida. Yeah, I can tell. Cute. All right. Okay. So is it in Michelle's best interest to create a business as a health coach based out of her home? Yes. Is it in Michelle's best interest to leave her teaching job to create the health coaching job? I'm getting a really big no before that question's even out. Can you do it on the side while you get it up and running, Michelle?
I've tried it to do it on the side. It's really difficult. Maybe you need to ask it without bringing health coaching. Maybe because I'm not sure if health coaching is what I'm aiming for. I'm
what are you
more for a home-based business, more maybe Amazon or just selling products.
I'm still getting do it while you've got money coming in. And then, now remember, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I have founded 9 companies in 5 industries. And I always had money coming in from somewhere as I was starting a company. Like when I first started it.
I will. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So can you access retirement funds or?
Well, no, I'll be working with my friend with his business while we're doing this other company. It won't be like I'm just leaving and not having any income coming.
Okay. All right. So I'm saying you got to have other income coming in while you're getting that up and running. Because, you can do it with savings, but then it always takes longer and takes more money, usually.
Exactly.
To get stuff started.
I just wanted to know if I was going in the right direction. I don't want to just leave my teaching, but I want to. I will be working with my friend in his business. It's not exactly what I want, but I'll be bringing in money in order to help myself build my other business. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So here's how. So as long as you've got money coming in from something else. So let's rephrase this. Is it in Michelle's best interest to leave her teaching job at this time in her life? I get a yes when I phrase it that way. Is it in Michelle's best interest to leave her teaching job? I get a no. But that's why I always say we've got to be super specific, because we think that means the job that you have, but a teaching job could be teaching anybody anything.
Exactly.
Right? So when is it in Michelle's best interest to leave her ESL position with the school system for whom she currently works? I get a yes.
Okay.
I get a yes.
Yeah. Okay.
With a caveat. Okay, so here's the caveat from a serial entrepreneur who started her first company at 25. Have backup plans. All right. This buddy that you're going to work for and work with, who's going to have a source of income for you, what happens if he can't pay you? What's your...
I thought about that. That's my fear of leaving.
Yeah. I would feel better about it, frankly, if you cranked up your own thing before you left your teaching job and not depend on somebody else.
That's what I've been feeling. That's why I need the confirmation.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Julie.
That's what I'm getting. Okay. Well, good luck. Let us know what happens.
Thank you. Appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
Thank you so much. Be well.
You bet. Bye-bye. All right. Let's go to Tabitha next. Hi, Tabitha.
Hey, Julie. I'm so excited to be on.
Well, I'm excited to have you on. How are you?
I'm good.
Terrific. Where are you located?
So I am in Fortson, Georgia, which is kind of an outlier of Columbus, Georgia, that sits right on the Chattahoochee River that divides our two states.
That's right. I know exactly where it is. Well, another Southern Belle. And you don't sound like you're from there originally either.
I am.
You are? Well, you've lost your accent. You kind of lost your accent, girl. But I bet you can bring it back if you need to.
Oh, I can.
I bet. Well, do you have a question for me?
I do have a question. So I have been dealing with chronic plantar fasciitis for over a year now in both of my feet.
Yeah.
And I've done everything. Like, I've seen the doctor. We've been through steroid injections, physical therapy, anti-inflammatory, special shoes, night splints, you name it. We have done it, and it just hasn't gotten any better. And then the right side, on the right foot, it feels like it's getting worse, almost like it's turned into like Achilles tendonitis or something. So I'm just getting kind of frustrated. I want to go back to my old activities and do stuff with my daughter that I used to do. So I'm just wondering if there's anything else that can be done.
Yeah. I'm going to work on you during the break. And when I come back, I'll tell you what I come up with. And the first thing is do a lot of downward dog poses in yoga. But stay with us, everybody. When we come back, I'll fill you in on what happens with this healing with Tabitha's feet over the break. You're listening to the Ask Julie Ryan Show. So stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Before the break, we were talking with Tabitha. Tabitha, you still with us?
I am.
Okay, good. I love your name. Makes me think of Bewitched. Are you named after
That's
Tabitha from Bewitched? Oh, how cute is that? Yeah, that was my favorite show growing up.
I know. Me too. Me too.
And I used to think, I want to be like her when I grow up. And sure enough, I could do a lot of the stuff that she could do. So how fun is that? Yeah. All right. So I worked on your feet during the break. And what I saw happen was I watched stem cell energy get put on that plantar fascia because it looks like it's kind of shredded. It looks like, those twisted ropes that ships will use when they dock, and they're really thick, and sometimes they're starting to fray a little bit. They're still strong, but they've got some fraying on them. That's what that fascia looks like, that plantar fascia. So I put stem cell energy on there to regenerate it. And then I watched a new arch get built in both feet.
Wow.
And so it looked like, again, stem cell energy, light amber colored gel, sparkles in it, has a watery consistency, reminds me of Dippity-Doo hair gel. Got to throw that in. And have you seen those inserts that'll be inside of a pair of shoes in the box when you first get them? They're packed with paper and stuff. You got to get all that stuff out of there sometimes to try them on. And sometimes they'll have like a plastic arch in there. That's what I watched get generated in both feet. Your right foot looks like it's worse than your left. Do you have more pain in your right foot? Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. That was the one that got most of the work done on it. But the thing that has helped me the most is doing yoga. If you do the downward dog, position, do you know what that is?
I do. Yep.
Okay. And you walk your dog, you bring your feet up and down while your butt's up in the air. You're in kind of an inverted V shape, and you walk your dog. Do that every day, a couple of times a day. And it's going to stretch out that plantar fascia, and then it's going to really help keep it from happening. We get that from wearing some cute shoes that have no support in them. Usually it's sandals, in the summertime that are like some kind of flip-flops or something like that, and it just messes up our feet. So that's what's going on. So hopefully that will help.
Great. Thank you so much.
You are
such
welcome.
A wonderful light worker.
Oh, my pleasure. Good luck on your feet. I know how painful that is. I've had it.
Oh,
yeah, multiple times.
And good luck with the bridal shower.
Thanks. Downward dog, babe. I'm telling you. Well, down here in the South, man, they do these like serious bridal showers and serious baby showers. Yeah. The last bridal shower I threw that I hosted was, about 4 years ago. We had 120 people that came to this bridal shower.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's huge.
It was crazy. I said, what is with you Southerners? It was just wild. But they called it a bridal tea. So it was kind of like more of an open house kind of a thing. And when I agreed to host it, I thought, she's going to have 30 people or something. She gives me her list. It's like 110. I'm thinking, whoa. So anyways, we're having about 30 on Sunday here. So thanks. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's fun. All righty. Hope you feel better. Thanks for calling.
Thank you so much.
You bet. Bye, Tabitha. All right. Let's go to Miss Janet. Janet, where are you? Here you are. Hi, Janet.
Hello, Julie. How are you today?
I'm well. Thank you for your patience. Thanks for waiting for me.
Yes, it's always a pleasure speaking with you.
Well, thank you.
I'm calling from California, and I would like to know what direction I should now turn my life to.
Okay. What's going on?
Well, you kind of sort of know a little bit about my past. I do not have a lot of quote-unquote options. So blindness isn't always fun and great to deal with, but I don't know what direction to head anymore.
Okay, so can you be more specific so everybody that's listening will know a little bit about what's going on, and also so I'll know about what's going on?
Well, as you well know, I lost all of my inheritance. So, due to a wonderful person. Anyway, to make the long story short, I was thinking about selling one of my houses and moving back to Mississippi, where I have a cousin, but my cousin's 10 years older than I, and so I don't know that she really would want me back there because, you know, some people are sometimes real have a hassle to handle, being that if I have to go somewhere, how am I going to get there and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of how life is for me. So I don't know if that's a good, wise choice to do, or if I should rethink, go back to work for a government job that I used to do.
So is your question, Janet, that you're considering moving from California to Mississippi and you're looking for guidance if it's in your best interest to do that?
Yes.
Okay. So let's just ask spirits and beyond. Is it in Janet's best interest to sell her home in California and move to Mississippi? I get a yes on that at this moment in time, whether your cousin is involved with you or not. So perhaps there are some resources there that can help you. Certainly the cost of living is going to be less than California.
That's for sure.
Yeah. So I get a yes on that right now.
Okay. So I'll keep working towards getting the house ready to get my move on then. So.
All right. Let us know what happens. Good luck.
All right.
Okay. Thanks for calling.
Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye. All right. Let's go to Alex next. Hi, Alex.
Hi.
How are you?
I am just doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. And
Good.
I understand that you're doing well too. From everybody else who's asked.
Yeah.
And I do have a quick question.
Okay.
A new kitty showed up at my door.
Oh.
My current kitty is not exactly happy, but doesn't know what to do. Is this a good match for the two of them?
Okay. So is it in Alex's best interest to adopt the stray cat that showed up at her door? I'm getting a yeah. Like, duh. That cat showed up at your door for a reason. And your current cat will get used to it and it'll be a good companion. But what I'm getting is to get this new kitty checked out at the vet before you let it inside.
Too late.
Too late. All right. Well, take it to the vet anyway.
I understand. She's been scratching, or he's been scratching. I don't even know if it's a boy or girl. I can't tell. It's a long-haired cat.
Oh, that is beautiful. Beautiful, huh?
It is.
Yeah.
But,
where are you located, Alex?
Tell me if it's... Oh, I apologize. Salt Lake City.
Okay. All right. Is it in Alex's best interest to keep the cat? That's the stray that showed up at her door. I'm getting a yeah. Like, duh. So, yeah. Think you got a new cat, girl.
Well, tell Lady Amber to chill and quit.
Lady Amber.
Okay.
Lady Amber.
That's
I love that. I love that name. Yeah, Lady Amber. She's just jealous. She'll be fine. They'll be buddies. She'll appreciate the company eventually.
All right, then. I appreciate your input and the confirmation.
Good luck. Okay, take that cat to the vet. Okay, bye.
Yes.
All righty, let's go to Amy next. Hi, Amy.
Hi, Julie. Can you hear me with my speaker?
I can, yes.
Oh, great. Hey, I'm doing great. I'm in San Diego, and you are just such a wonderful vibe. I love all your great energy as usual, so thank you.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for calling in. Got a question for me?
Yes, I have dental work this week, and I had 2 crowns replaced, and I just burned my lips from the sun, my lower lip. And I want to know, I'm going to go back next week for the permanent, so I was very grateful. It was only 2 crowns. But can you kind of scan my teeth and mouth? Do I have safe material in there, or do I need anything else done in my mouth? I've had a lot of dental work because I broke a lot of teeth many years ago.
Are the crowns, the temporary crowns, I think they're fine, Amy. Are the permanent crowns going to be safe from a material standpoint? Yes. That's what I'm getting. What kind of toothpaste are you using?
I kind of use colloidal silver and salt and baking soda, and I make my own paste.
Okay.
But
I'm getting your toothpaste isn't optimal. So find a commercial toothpaste without fluoride is what I'm getting.
Okay.
Believe it or not, without fluoride.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So do that, and your lower lip is sunburned, you said, so it'll heal. You'll be fine.
Okay.
Good luck with your teeth. Thanks for calling in. Stay with us, everybody. You're listening to the Ask Julie Ryan Show, and we'll be right back after the break. Get some more callers on. Stay with us. Welcome back, everybody. Our next caller is Roxanne. Hi, Roxanne.
Oh, hi. Hold on. Hello.
Hi. How are you? You sound very far away. You sound like you're on Mars. Where are you?
Okay, I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. Can you hear me now?
I can, yes.
Awesome. I'm so excited to talk with you. Okay, yes. Okay, I've listened to so many of your YouTubes that I'm addicted to them. Okay, I was wondering, my question to you is, can you give me a scan? Because I'm not worried, but I'm just curious. I haven't had a mammogram in a while, and I hate going to get one. And I'm just thinking about the left breast. I don't know why, if that's an intuitive thing.
Okay. All right. Let me get you on my radar, and I'll check out the girls. How about that? Okay. And you know what? You can call in next week when we're going to have Dr. Northrup on, and you can ask her about this. Have you thought about getting a thermogram instead of a mammogram? A thermogram is they use heat, but not radiation. And there are a lot of schools of thought that they have fewer false positives. And that would be a question for Dr. Northrup next week. So, but in the meantime, I got you now. So let me get you on my radar and see what's going on. Do you wear an underwire bra, Roxanne?
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to find some better technology. I'm seeing some cysts, I would say, on the left side near your left arm where the underwire comes up on the side. And so I'm removing that. It's benign. But those underwire bras, they press on the tissue and they can form these little nodules and little cysts, and it just, goes nuts when you have the mammograms on that, even though they're benign, and they go away. And there's new technology that you can utilize without the underwire. So I'm getting that removed.
And the rest of my energy, I want to do this metabolic thing, like I'm really watching what I'm eating and doing all the right stuff, but I want to keep that energy going. And I just was wondering if there's anything sluggish we can just clear, if you can.
Yep. I'm just flushing out your lymph system. How about that? Lymph fluid looks like the globby fluid that used to be in the lava lamps. Do you remember lava lamps? Are you old enough to remember lava lamps from the 60s and 70s? Is that hilarious? It's kind of an amber color. It's globby. So I'm flushing that out. I think you're going to be fine. I'm not seeing anything that looks malignant. Call in next week and ask that question with Dr. Northrup and see what she says. But I'm not seeing anything that's giving me cause for pause.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And
You're
I'm
welcome.
Calling you at my appointment September 2nd, and I'm going to hit the reschedule button.
That's it. Hopefully you'll find a sooner time. Thanks, Roxanne. Take care.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
You bet. Bye. Okay, let's go to Helen next. Hi, Helen. Hi, Helen. Do I still have you? Helen. Okay. Well, let's find somebody else. If we don't have Helen. Okay, I've got somebody that just says A that's on a headset. Hi. What's your name? Can I hear you? There you are. Hi.
Hello?
Hi. What's your name?
Well, can you hear me? This is Susie.
Yeah. Hi, Stacy.
Oh, no, Susie?
Stacy?
On my iPad.
Okay,
Susie,
good.
S-U-S-I-E.
Susie. Oh, Susie.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, I didn't realize. This is the first time I've used my iPad. Thank you.
Okay.
For taking my call. This is Susie in the Bay Area.
Hi, Susie.
And so, yeah.
On my dashboard, it just says A. On my dashboard, it just says A. So I don't know.
So I didn't know who A was, so I wasn't talking. But anyway.
So you're like a secret agent. Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea. So I was curious to ask you a couple questions about this product that someone recently, they heard me talking about Griffey, our golden retriever, who's having the seizures, and he's been on the phenobarbital for almost a year, and he still had a lot of seizures. So someone recommended something called embryonic plant extract for grand mal seizures, but I just don't know anything about it, and I just wondered if I decided the person had said that they took it for having some kind of torn tendons in the knee or something. So I bought some for myself today. I just got it for my torn tendon in my ankle, and I thought I would try that first. So my question is first whether you think Griffey, because my husband's not sure, whether to try this product, and it's from Italy, and he doesn't even know, does it mean Griffey's having grand mal seizures? We never heard that term. He's having the major seizures where he, is like unconscious and loses all bodily function and everything. And it would be, something for Griffey. And then I just bought this for myself. I guess I could ask if it's, in my best interest to take it. I'm planning.
I get a no for both of you, Suze. I get a no on both of you. Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think you should take it.
Okay. Is there anything that it says about why or what?
Nope. I'm just getting a no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just getting a no.
Okay. Thank you. And then is there was something that another friend had recommended, some new CBD oil from, I think it's called Mama Mermaid's Magic. Do you recommend I try that pain formula for that?
That one I'm getting a yes on, but the embryonic stuff I'm getting a no. And you just don't know what's in that stuff. So I just think it's really scary to be taking things like that you don't know where they're coming from and, really what the ingredients are. I just think that's...
I asked you first before I bought it.
Yeah.
So that's good to know.
Can you return it?
I can ask him. I don't know that I can, but he just mailed it to me today. But I can ask. And by the way, I lost an earring, and it's been driving me crazy because I thought I found it, but now I'm holding the one that I had originally lost in a restaurant, and now I can't find the original one. Do you see where it's
in a
silver?
Purse. In a purse.
Pardon?
In a purse.
In a purse. Okay.
Yeah. So thanks for calling in. Everybody, thanks for listening this week. I hope you have a wonderful week. And call in next week. Dr. Northrop's going to be on, and we'll get to ask her all our perimenopause and menopause questions. So have a great time this weekend, everybody. Talk to you next week. Sending you love from Sweet Home, Alabama. Bye now.
Be sure to follow Julie on Instagram and YouTube at Ask Julie Ryan, and like her on Facebook at Ask Julie Ryan. To schedule an appointment or submit a question, please visit AskJulieRyan.com.
This show is for informational purposes only. It is not intended to be medical, psychological, financial, or legal advice. Please contact a licensed professional. The Ask Julie Ryan Show, Julie Ryan and all parties involved in producing, recording, and distributing it assume no responsibility for listeners' actions based on any information heard on this or any Ask Julie Ryan shows or podcasts.